Your event is starting.
Boom.
We should be live. Let us know how the audio sounds. Say something, talk.
Yo.
Spit some bars, go crazy.
Yo, listen, when I get into YC's office, it's going down. Okay, Ronin-S, we swing it around. Ooh, good floaty, yeah.
I need to see the public view. Let me turn it off. Audio. Turn the audio off. All right, yeah, we in there.
The Frog Club. What's good?
Yo, what up, guys? Let me know how the audio sounds between us both. If it's coming through two different channels or what.
Is it working? You hear it?
Okay. Going up. We got 94 people in here so far.
We got the blue.
All good on the sound.
Bars. Yo.
Dope. All right, so what's good, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a few different topics in terms of like different gear that's coming out soon, stuff that we semi excited for. Also, we're gonna interact with you guys as well throughout this, and towards the end, we're gonna leave a segment open for Q&As for you guys to ask us questions about anything that you might have questions about, and things like that, man. But first and foremost, I want to introduce Creative Ryan. The majority of you guys probably know him.
What up?
Of course, we shoot music videos together. We also both create content on YouTube. So before you guys leave out of this live stream, y'all gonna have to subscribe to him. One of my favorite YouTubers personally. He's dope. But yeah, man, just a couple of the things that we want to specifically talk about today. The Ronin-S for sure. That's something that both of us are kind of excited about. The Sony RX100 VI just got announced, and we're also kind of looking into like some cinema cameras for the future. So that's some other stuff that we're going to be talking about. But first and foremost, let's just touch on the Ronin-S topic. Now, how many of you guys in the chat actually pre-ordered the Ronin-S? Are actually interested in it? Let us know, because I want to check that out. Kind of interested in that to see who's interested in the Ronin-S.
Yeah, I saw you tweeted it. You were like, who else ordered it?
Yeah, I want to see, because there's so many different gimbals and so many different stabilizers, glide cams, semi-glide cams, what is it, fly cams? We stopped fly cams. Fly cams sucked.
They did.
Nah, they were all right. But yeah, okay, so Dafik Studio says he pre-ordered.
Dope.
That's dope. Nope, I broke. I rely on post-stabilization. Hey, ain't nothing wrong
how
with that.
you live, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't use gimbals, no pre-order. Okay, I ain't mad at that.
They ship tomorrow.
Dope.
Got mine just ordered about a week ago.
Okay.
That's what's up. So a lot of people got it.
Yeah, so at least you guys have heard of it.
I got stable hands, dog.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. So me personally, I took the initiative and pre-ordered it. And it's kind of strange because I've had so many different gimbals. I use the Ronin-S primarily, and I've been using that for forever. So the reason why I decided to pre-order the Ronin-S is I just want a gimbal that's a smaller profile that can support heavier systems, basically. That just is what it boils down to. I had a Crane V2 that I actually loved when I was using Sony, but it just wasn't enough to support this payload for the Canon and, bigger systems and stuff like that. So I got that. So when I'm traveling, I'm out creating content for the channel, doing vlogs, and, trying to create cinematic sequences, I can use that.
It's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Especially with your setup with those the release plates.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I got to show you guys those too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's the primary reason why I purchased it. I had a Crane 2 as well, which could support these heavier systems, but I don't know. I'm just a fan of DJI. I love the way they put things together. I love the build of their stuff.
Yeah, you sold me.
Yeah.
I bought a Crane 2 for the first time. My first gimbal.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, and YC hit me and he was like, that the Ronin-S is dropping in like 2 weeks, right? I'm like, no, I didn't even look into it. I thought I was doing the right thing, getting the Crane 2. And I ended up sending it right back to Amazon and pre-ordered the Ronin-S as well. So I'm new to the gimbal world, kind of, man. I'm new. And yesterday, using the Ronin and stuff like that, I got some really cool angles that I probably would never have got with the glidecam.
Yeah.
Granted, the glidecam can give you a more natural flow of things.
Yeah, I prefer the way the glidecam looks.
The Ronin gimbal definitely gives you other options that you can't really get with the glidecam, though. So I'm pretty excited about the Ronin-S, man.
Yeah.
Especially the bar drop on it.
Yeah, what are the primary things that you plan on actually doing with it? Like, do you plan on replacing your glidecam, or because I know a lot of people are wondering this.
That's
a lot
a good
of people are
question.
gonna ask.
I'm gonna keep my glide cam. But the thing is, I'm like we were talking about, you know, the cinema camera thing.
Mm-hmm.
We might be moving to cinema camera, so then I might fully be using
Yeah.
a gimbal in that case, because I don't want to rack it up with weights on the glide cam and have like a body vest, and it's just kind of like overload of gear. I already have enough. But what I'm gonna be doing with the Ronin-S is I got it because, you know, I got the 1DX and it can support the 1DX, so that's cool. Also, the bars drop down.
It's perfect.
It doesn't have a
Perfect
swivel
for
screen on the 1DX, so if the bars drop, you'll be able to see the screen perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I already do 120 frames per second handheld and get really good stable shots, but just having the Ronin-S, I can do a lot more like moving with it and get those good butter shots.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll probably use it with the GH5 sometimes on music videos. I'm going to try it out and see if I like it. If I don't, I'll probably stick with my glide cam until I make the cinema decision. But
I feel you.
yeah, like just running gun stuff. Like I got a strap on my backpack where I'm just going to sink it in and tighten it up and just take it, rock out. If I go to New York City, I just pull it out if I need one of those quick shots. If not, keep it on the backpack, do around the neck strap, handheld.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just I'm excited about it. The Ronin-S is going to be dope.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you though?
I'm just gonna be using it for the content. I highly like me. I got this weird thing where like I enjoy using pistol grip gimbals, but not in a professional space. I just don't like the handlebar setup for me on the Ronin-M is perfect. It has the weight that I like. It is a little bit heavier, but in those types of scenarios, I want the footage to be as stable as possible. I don't want to have that bounce.
It looks good too on set. Just having that bigger.
It looks cool.
You know what I'm saying?
It looks cool as hell. Like I don't know.
I feel like when you see, like, no offense to anybody, if you shoot your music videos or weddings or whatever with pistol grip, whatever, I just feel like it kind of looks like a smaller setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like coming on set with just the camera holding in your hand. People are like, oh, well, you're not really as professional as I thought.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that. It's just they might have a bigger perception of you. Like, we shoot music videos. Sometimes we've done handheld shots and people they probably expect us to come out with something, but what we plan on shooting, we just plan on doing it handheld. But they're like, well, I thought you were gonna have like some other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think the bigger setups are good, whether it be a Ronin or a glide cam or a steady cam or whatever.
Yeah.
And the pistol grips are just kind of like, I don't know. I remember I shot one. I tried it out. I can't remember which one it was. And it kept messing up on me. It kept dying out, and the camera kept flopping down, and the artist was looking at me. And I'm like, dang. They're like, you're creative, Ryan, man. Why does your camera keep flopping down? I'm like, I don't know. I think I just didn't balance it right. But good thing I built cool relationships with all my clients, so they weren't like, yo, no, I didn't pay for something else. You know what I'm saying? They were cool with it. They understood what was going on. I still made it look pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I think that definitely the gear plays into like the look. It's a perception type of thing. Like shoulder rig is the same thing. We can literally get the same shots off of a shoulder rig. It just looks cooler. It looks cooler. People were like a little bit more excited when you pull up with it. Yeah. Like yesterday when we pulled up, we put the Ronin together. It was like, dang, that's a serious rig.
Yeah, I remember them saying
like,
that.
You know what I mean? Like it just plays into the look.
Like, dang.
So it's not that you can't achieve similar stuff with it. It's just like I would prefer to use this. I like a little bit more weight when I'm shooting music videos, and just like the way the monitor attaches to the Ronin-M is, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
nice.
Yeah, it's just like it's just a better thing for me personally.
And yo, listen, even yesterday when they were like, man, oh, that's a huge rig. That's when you're supposed to be like, yeah. So you're gonna have to pay the extra $100 for that because I had to bring this big rig out, and like, I don't usually do this for many people, so I'm gonna need like an extra $100. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, nah, it plays into the part. But the Ronin-M, the Ronin-S looks tight. One thing that really excited me about it, well, not even necessarily excited me, kind of surprised me, was that the 8-pound payload. Like,
oh yeah, it's crazy.
The fact that you can put 8 pounds on there is nuts.
They say they've seen reds on it, right?
Yeah, I've seen like cinema camera setups on top of it.
That's wild.
So it's crazy. It has like the full 360 roll feature, which is
I was just about to say that. That might be my favorite thing. It was way back. Decatur Dan shot a video for 2 Chainz, I think, in the club, and they had obviously like a techno crane, and they're coming in and out. They're like spinning it around. I'm like, how can I do that? Yeah. And I don't know, like, no other way to achieve that. And now they got this new Ronin-S, this little tiny pistol grip. Yeah. Way smaller than a techno crane that you can just get the rotating shot going in. And oh man, we're gonna put that to use, man. That's gonna be crazy on like any type of video.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. So the full 360 rotate thing, also the price point that it comes in at has the follow focus, which the Crane 2 has. I don't want to make this sound like, oh, this is what this has and this is what this doesn't have. And
right.
they're completely innovating or whatever. The Crane 2 is a really dope gimbal. You know, we're just talking about this because I love DJI. This is new. It's exciting. People want to talk about what's new and going on. So I pre-ordered it. Creative Ryan also pre-ordered the Ronin-S. So this is something that we're going to be using in the near future. Reviews are going to be coming out of it. And you guys are just going to see a lot more, not a lot more crispier footage, but I don't know. I feel like the footage is going to be a little bit more interesting to look at.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I do a lot of like on my vlogs and stuff, like some of my best vlogs, I did a lot like of handheld slow-mo, which would still turn out cool. But now it's just going to take it to another level because I don't bring my glide cam with me like to New York and vlogging and stuff. I only take that to a music video shoot. When I vlog, I just take the camera. And now I think this is going to be cool for me. Definitely like an upgrade because I've never really used it before. So even playing with that little Zion that you gave me that one time was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? When we did the vlog or the 62 on it.
Yeah, for sure.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
excited though, man. Gimbals I was never against gimbals, man. I had a lot of people on my Instagram yesterday saying, "Oh no, Ryan's using a gimbal. Oh my god, I can't believe it." I was never against it, and I've actually used YC's Ronin-M a couple times on shoots. It's just I was more comfortable using the glide cam at the time, and I didn't like when you're comfortable doing something, you should stick with it. You shouldn't just switch because everybody else switched or switch because it's the new thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stick to what you're comfortable using until it's time, you feel like it's that time to upgrade. Yeah. And I think now is that time, especially thinking about cinema cameras.
For sure. I think it's also a lot more comfortable on set when you have someone who is experienced with that type of equipment. Right. It's like when you've never shot with a Red and you like, dang, I got the Red. And a lot of the same settings do apply on a Red, but it's just kind of intimidating if you've never used one in a professional setting. So
I would feel so weird on set by myself with a Ronin-M right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you being there yesterday and able to, I don't know, just if I needed help on anything, I got you right there to ask. Yeah. Boom, whatever. So like I said, I know everything about the glide cam. That's why I was so comfortable with it.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about it earlier. Like people were commenting on this post yesterday saying, "Oh no, you using the Ronin? Like, what are you doing?" Like, I don't know. It's like nowadays the community of filmmakers and music video directors and stuff, they kind of are turning it into a cult type of thing where it's like gangs. It's almost like camera gangs, like Sony, and like it's like you got to be against the other one, and it's kind of crazy, but
you don't.
You don't. If you go in a professional space or just like big sets, they're using everything from res to REs to aperture for lighting to quasar for light. You don't have to be one-sided on anything.
Right. So I mean, you can have both. You can have a Ronin and a glide cam, and use them on different. Like, of course, you don't want to take a huge Ronin into the club with you to film like a night. A music event like recap. I mean, some people do, don't get me wrong. If you got the space, do it, but a lot of times it's tight spaces and stuff unless it's a big stage and you're able to move around. But like maybe something like a glide cam or a pistol grip gimbal would be a lot easier to take in there because it's smaller and you can maneuver it a little better. Everything works in different scenarios, just like the Sonys. They have cool low light, you know what I'm saying? I think all the cameras have decent low light, just like our eyeballs. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I think Sony is a little better in that area. That's cool, but it all depends on what you need what for,
Yeah, it's not like a set thing. It's like, I don't know. People are just turning this into a call thing, and it's not. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that. It's different tools for different jobs.
We love Sony too.
Yeah, like you don't gotta hate Canon if you got a Sony. You know.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
So. Nah, yo, Sony all day. Nah.
Yeah, it's becoming a gang thing, but the Ronin-S looks dope. We're both pre-ordering it.
We're on
enough of that. The Sony RX100 Mark VI just got announced.
Hold on. Wait, before we move on.
Yeah.
What are we gonna be? Are we gonna be putting tests out with the Ronin-S? What are we gonna be doing?
Yeah. So the Ronin-S, I plan on reviewing it, full length review, what I think about it, cons.
I won't be reviewing it. Y'all watch his. Yeah. He's gonna kill it.
Yeah. I plan on doing a review, just because a lot of people are wondering how it's gonna compare to like the Crane 2 and how do I like it versus my M and what should I buy.
You gonna do a head on head S versus M?
Nah, probably not.
Oh, okay.
But maybe. I don't know. I think that's a good idea.
It might be.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah. The only thing you'll see from me on my channel is like some tests. I'm gonna take it and like just run around with it. Maybe take it to New York or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna do some crazy stuff. And I wanted it to be crazy because watching DJI's like videos, I wasn't that impressed with it. But I know I know that it'll kill it. I know that their product probably kill it. They just I don't know. I want to take it out and do some dope stuff with it.
I think everything that I've seen online pertaining to the Ronin-S has not been like mind blowing or like, man, I need to buy this. Like I didn't get sold on it at all. The only reason that I was really interested in the product is because I actually got to play around with it at NAB. I didn't get to use it, but I know that DJI is just so experienced in this field of creating gimbals and that type of stuff. So I already use a DJI gimbal too, so it was like it was just a no-brainer for me.
And drones, all that, they make good products
for sure, definitely.
I've saw a couple of like really dope YouTubers working with the Ronin-S too lately, so I'm expecting some cool content from them with them as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a lot of dope stuff on the way. Everybody in the chat, like we're not ignoring you. We're gonna have like a segment in a second where we, just solely interact with you guys. We just want to kind of touch on different topics that we're, we have in mind. So don't think we don't see you. We see you.
I'm checking some out.
We see you for sure.
Definitely. I saw somebody said we look like the new age kid in play.
Yeah. So the Sony RX100 Mark VI just got announced. And not really exciting to me personally. It's crazy because we both used the Sony RX100 Mark V. We both have experience with it, and it was primarily a vlogging camera for the both of us.
Pretty dope too.
Yeah, I think the RX100 Mark V is a really dope camera. But I don't know. I just couldn't really find that many differences in the camera and what was new about it. And I don't know. It just didn't seem like a significant upgrade if you already had an RX100 Mark V.
Mm-hmm.
I think they improved on the lens. They extended it longer.
What about the overheating, maybe?
Oh, I forgot about overheating.
Yeah.
Dang, maybe that's something I should have looked into.
The 4K does on the 5.
Dang, I didn't even think about that because I wasn't even using 4K on the camera when I had it.
Yeah, I was using it, and it would get hot in like 10 minutes.
Damn.
But obviously, like if you're out vlogging with it, you're not gonna be talking for 10 minutes straight. I mean, maybe you will, but you can obviously just sum it up into like 8 minutes, maybe. Whatever. It's like it wasn't a huge issue, but it was just if you needed over 10 minutes, it was that factor played in where it might overheat on you.
Yeah. Damn, maybe I don't know.
They might improve that.
If they improve that, that might be significant. I didn't even think about that because I wasn't using 4K. Dang, maybe I need to look into that. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about the RX100 Mark VI in the comments. Let me know if they improved on the overheating issue with it. But to my notice, just looking at it from a spec standpoint, you can never really judge a camera off of specs. You got to actually use it. But looking at specs, it didn't look like it was significantly changed. It still had the slow motion options. The 4K still only went up to 30p. Only thing that I saw was like a lens change. So I don't know if they improved on the 4K, that would be dope, and I think that would be a significant upgrade. I don't even know if you guys are interested in point and shoot cameras. Probably not. But we're in a vlogging space, and it's just perfect for like that type of stuff.
If you don't have like 4 other cameras on you already, like a drone and a GoPro and a big heavy 1DX and 8 prime lenses, and I couldn't just I need more minimal, man. I need less. I don't want any more. That's the only reason I got rid of that. RX was really dope and actually got some really good audio in camera, everything really. But I mean, it just depends on your scenario, man. You obviously want your backpack to be as light as possible. Knowing that's like the hardest thing to do. Yeah,
definitely. So that looks dope. We're not gonna be purchasing it. I don't know. I need to look into it. I'm probably not gonna be purchasing it. But
somebody said the Mark 6 is 2.8. The 5 is 1.8. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, is that a good look? I don't know if that's a good look.
That's not
a good look.
I like the 1.8.
I love the 1.8.
I thought that was awesome.
I used to leave it on 1.8. Just use the embody ND on it. So it looks dope. I'm not gonna be purchasing it probably. I don't know. I have to look a little bit more into it, but
probably just stick with the 5 for real.
Yeah, for sure.
And but like I said, the overheating might be nice.
Yeah,
it depending on how long you want to talk and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was shooting like the 1080 120p, right? And that I don't think that overheated.
Nah,
it was just the 4K. So
so
that wasn't a terrible thing.
Looks dope. We're not gonna be purchasing it though.
No.
Will you guys be getting a Blackmagic camera in September? Did you ever looked into the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera?
Never.
No, never. It was like a lot of talk about that. That was like the hype camera to look into at NAB, and like it's recently, and because it offer raw capabilities in camera for like 1300, 4K 60s.
Dang. Wait. So it's like a smaller camera though?
Yeah.
Pocket camera?
Yeah. It's like a DSLR. Like
Okay,
a DSLR mirrorless size camera.
I've never really looked into Blackmagic, man.
Yeah. The specs on it looked crazy. I wasn't interested in it either, just because I've never really used a Blackmagic camera, and I don't know. I didn't look into it. The format size of it didn't make it look significantly better than the GH5 that I had that I already used. So
it's awesome, like looking at new cameras, but it's kind of overwhelming.
It is.
You know?
It is. It's very overwhelming.
It's like,
yeah, that's.
When you know you're comfortable with one camera you got, like I know some people they still use like a 5D and they haven't upgraded. Like they could probably upgrade to a 1DX or something, but they're like, nah, it's just my baby and I'm comfortable shooting with it and I kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Like some really good wedding photographers and people that I've looked at sometimes they're just using like a Mark III 5D and they're like, I'm comfortable with this. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah,
killing it, making good profit, whatever.
Z Camera Cinema E2 would be better. I've never heard of any of these things.
Z Camera Cinema.
Then we got
E2.
Fuji camera. It's so many different cameras right now. So many different cameras.
Yeah.
This is just like a gateway for us to kind of get into the segment of we're looking into cinema cameras.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like we've been using DSLRs and mirrorless cameras forever. We've used Canons. We've used Sonys. We've used Panasonic. You ever used a Nikon? Never used a Nikon.
When I first started, I had a Nikon. I bought it off somebody for really cheap, and I hated it. And that's at the time matter of fact, that was my first camera. Other than the flip guy.
Yeah.
You had got the T2i, and I was like, well, I need to get a camera too, man. And I got a Nikon.
Yeah.
I found it for cheap. And I tried it out, and I had tested yours out, I think, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's terrible! I'm selling it." So I ended up selling it to somebody for more than what I bought it for.
Oh, you came up.
Yeah, and then I had got like the financial aid money and stuff, and I went and got a T2i like YC, and went from there. But ever since I got that, I was like, "Oh, I love this way better."
Yeah. So we've used everything like Canon, Panasonic, whatever. We've used all of the pocket-sized cameras that you
remember UVA Nightlife when I used to do that?
we used to do the photography.
I used the Nikon on a few of those.
Oh, dang. That's crazy.
And I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and get the Canon. That. It was even better with, like, in the club, lower light.
Yeah.
I liked it better.
For sure. Yeah. So, I mean, we've used all of that. We're looking into, like, cinema cameras. There's so many different cinema camera options. For the longest, I was interested in, like, FS7s and FS5s and FS700s. I don't know. So many different numbers with these cameras. But at this particular time right now, we're looking into kind of like the Canon C200 lane or just like the Red Raven lane. It's so many different options. You can get like the Panasonic EVA1. Blackmagic has the Ursa line. It's so many cinema cameras that are in the realm of being affordable. Like I don't want to downplay like $10,000 to $15,000 as if it's not a lot of money, but in the cinema line of cameras, that's not a lot of money. So we're looking into like Canon C200s. And one of the primary reasons what do you like about the idea of having a C200?
All right, so I'm interested in the RAW, obviously, so I can tweak things. I'm interested in obviously 4K 60s is nice when you want it, and then it's got 120 at 1080, right? And it does have 120, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the autofocus is super fast, and that's gonna be cool. Like I don't typically use autofocus on like bigger projects, but I feel like off the reviews and stuff that I've seen, I could probably rely on it if I needed to. But other than that, the body, a little bit heavier body, more stable, built-in ND filters.
Built-in NDs are dope.
It's so convenient and like, I got a 1DX. So 1DX is like my vlogger, my photography, whatever, behind the scenes. So boom, pairing two Canon cameras together will always be cool because I could use both of them. Maybe have the 1DX for a B camera on any scenario or situation. And what else, man? What else is up with that can? I don't know. That might be it. C200, man. I don't know.
It looks tight. So
it sounds fine. It's just the idea of a cinema camera with RAW is like cool, man. The colors are gonna be way better. Shooting the log profile, it's gonna be obviously. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Panasonic. GH5 has been a blessing, but I think that the C200 will just blow past it. Obviously, color wise. everything. It doesn't have in-body stabilization, does it?
Nah,
I don't think like a cinema.
I don't know, no cinema camera.
I don't think. Yeah.
I think autofocus is really different for cinema cameras too, which I think is a really cool added incentive to get a C200. Even though for our professional work you won't be using it, but
Yeah.
So for the longest, I mean, I've always loved Canon. I love Canon for photography. But I have been using Sony and Panasonic for the longest just because they provide like such a crisp 4K image when it comes out of the camera. Yeah. I've been like against using Canon because I don't know, it's just not as sharp when you upload it to YouTube. So I got on the 6D Mark II and I started using it, and I just kind of started falling in love with the ease of use of the camera. The autofocus is on point. The colors that come straight out of the camera are so easy to grade.
You can even upload without even a grade.
Yeah, so it's like the thought of me having this with the crisp 4K image that I love and the other cameras that I've been using, keeping the autofocus, adding cinema features, focus peaking, zebras, having a viewfinder, like literally like everything like that. The audio is echoing. There's an echo in the audio. Let me see.
The audio has gone funny.
Yo. Dang, so is it messing up?
Yo. Avoid the C200, not worth it, in my opinion. C300.
Yo. How's the audio sound now? Is it crazy? Does it sound crazy?
CR was so boom. Did I say so boom?
Oh, it's good now.
Probably said it like 4
all right
times.
So look, so yeah, it's like if I can like if I could have that crisp look that I love to get out of like the Sony and the Panasonic line, have the cinema features, increase the dynamic range, get log profiles, and just get that crisp Canon color straight out of the camera and keep the autofocus, it's like, man, that sounds amazing. And have a little bit of raw capabilities. Like, all of these cameras are good at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. It's like at this point we're looking for ease of use, and that's really what it's all about.
And it's got the peaking too.
Yeah,
I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's the cinema features.
Yeah,
so like
that's another great thing for high end like projects or professional projects.
Yeah, it was just phasing from the two mics. Oh, okay, so it's like if I could get these features that I love into a camera, have the ease of use. I just feel like that would be amazing for me. Like I said, I had been avoiding using Canon, no cinema features. I hated when I didn't have focus peaking. I hated when I didn't have zebras. I hated that I didn't have a log profile. I hated that when I was uploading, I was getting that muddy stuff.
Just said my mic might be up a little bit too loud.
Move your mic closer to you, YC. I think Ryan's mic is up too loud and it's picking up your voice. Okay. Yo.
It was even right there. Yo.
Yeah, so it is. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're picking up in each other. Like, I'm going to turn mine a little bit over towards me.
All right.
Yeah, don't talk in mine.
All right, so yeah, like if I can get those cinema features into camera, I think that would be dope. Now, I'm aware that there are other better cinema options that have better frame rates, they have better codecs, they have better everything. But like when you're creating, it's really all about ease of use. Don't get me wrong, all of these cameras are good. I'm well aware that a Scarlett can do I don't know, I'm just gonna exaggerate at this point. I'm well aware that a Scarlett can do 120 frames per second at 6K, and that an EVA1 could do 120 frames per second at 4K. Like I'm aware of that, but you gotta understand, like, we create music videos, and all of these cameras are good. Like, we've been creating amazing stuff for a really long time off of just mirrorless cameras and DSLR. So at the end of the day,
with the cameras we have 6D too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at the end of the day, it's all about ease of use. So I don't know. It just sounds like a really ease of use camera for what we're doing. So
we're really taking, because we don't always do huge budget videos. We do lower budget videos. So we're honestly blowing the quality super up high for people that don't have the highest budgets and stuff like that. So I mean, we're just really kind of going out of our way a little bit. Yeah, we're just making it a lot better, but it's just for our own preference because we're at that level as creators. But yeah, I think the C200s, I think it's fine for, our level of, not even our level. It's a good camera. It's gonna be creating great things. It's just gonna help out as far as like the raw and like you said, we already use like GH5s for music videos, and those are very good. We're just gonna upgrade like on colors and better autofocus if we ever decide to use it, and like having raw capabilities, and it's just gonna be a little bit better, heavier camera, so it's a little bit more stable. Just cool stuff like that, man. So I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. So
I think the Red, I think, man, I don't want to pay $1,500 for a memory card, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you. I've been very interested in the Red Raven. I like the Red Raven.
I was at a point where I wanted to buy it.
I think that what it offers is dope. Also, like the Scarlet, and I'm a fan of the Red Cinema line. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, me too.
Like a big fan of the Red.
Remember, I called you when I was in New York, and I was like, "Yo, let's just get one together."
Yeah,
I was like, "Let's get that." But I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean,
it's up in the air.
These are just thoughts.
Yeah, we're just rambling and talking, man. It's up in the air. We really need to test some out, because honestly, what is it called? EVA 1?
Yeah, the EVA 1.
EVA 1. I was thinking about like just testing, like renting that in the C200, and maybe even the Red Raven all out from Aperture Rent down in Atlanta, because I'm homies with those people over there. Like, we're cool. Yeah. So we could probably work something out, and maybe rent them all out and just test them. Like, take them out and test them. I think that'd be cool. Yeah,
for sure. So I mean, it's a lot of cameras, and they can do better things. One can do more, have better resolution, and one has more frame rates, and one can do this and that. But it's like, do you really need it? Do you really need all that? Or it's really all about easy use at the end of the day, and if you enjoy using the camera in the process of creating stuff.
And the crazy thing is, 6 months to a year from now, they're probably going to release another one with better specs. So you can't just keep saying, oh, well, I know that one's coming out. Oh, I know the A7S III is going to be coming out. Let me wait on it. Nah, man. Get what sounds good to you and what is going to benefit you as a creator and what you need, and rock out with it. You may not even need the next upgrade. You might just be perfectly fine with what you got. I see people keep talking about the C300 Mark II. Like, we might not even need that. I mean, I think the C200 does everything we need. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because one does a little bit better and a little bit better, in these two fields, doesn't mean you necessarily need that. Yeah. Like, how much more quality do you need? How many more Ks do you need on your resolution? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, how better can it get? I think 4K is a beautiful picture, and 6K, whatever, all that. But it's like, maybe next year they're gonna come out with 10K, or 3 years, 5 years from now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Just because news coming doesn't mean that you necessarily need it.
Yeah. So it's a lot of different options that are amazing. All these cameras are good at the end of the day. All of the cameras are good. Just get something that seems like it would be good for how you want to create, and just use that. You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
So you can get it for $75. It also, price plays into it too. Like, a Red Raven, and then a Scarlet. Like, those are pricey, man.
Yeah, I think you also have to look into what you actually need to run the system as well. Yeah. So,
see, the whole kit comes here together, I think. Yeah. The monitor, all that, just for $75, compared to if you get like a whole kit with a Red Raven, and that's at the basic memory card and everything. That's like 15, 16?
15, I think.
15? Okay, yeah. So that's like almost double.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm pretty sure you could get a very good image out of the C200.
Yeah, for sure.
If not as good as the Red, pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just all about what seems like it would do what you need to do. So, I mean, those are like our cinema talks.
I wonder what they would get.
Yeah, like if you could get the cinema camera that you love right now, what would it be? If you already have the cinema camera that you love, that you plan on using for a while, what exactly is it? Yeah. And what do you like about it?
If you had the budget to give it whichever one you wanted, that's kind of outlandish. Everybody's gonna go for the biggest one. Yeah. For sure. Something ideal and like a budget that you think you could afford. Yeah. And reach out with. Red Raven is discontinued, isn't worth it in today's industry. Is that true?
I don't know.
I heard that.
I don't know.
I heard that too.
I don't know. How do you get power on the go? We use V-Locks most of the time.
Yeah. Really good. They're in YC's kit if you want to find one that's good. His kit, he's got all the V-Locks.
EVA 1, the C300 Mark II, dope. That's tight.
C300 Mark II. I haven't even looked at the specs on that, man. Let me see.
Okay. It would be the C200, EVA C300, Ursa Mini Pro 4K, 4.6.
So what's the big difference?
Have you mentioned the 60 Mark II? I'm new to Canon. I primarily use the 60 Mark II for a lot of the content that you're seeing on YouTube. Like, you're looking at it right now. But I mean, it's gonna have a little bit of compression on it. It's not gonna look as crisp as an upload, but yeah, I mean, I use the 60 Mark II all the time. It's cool. It's not the best camera in the world, but I enjoy using it.
Yeah, dude, can you tell me what exactly the difference in the C300 Mark II is? I mean, it might be something, but what's the major difference?
I don't know. I mean, I probably gotta sit and look at it.
Right.
Yeah, I think external recorders open up a new way, realm of what you can do with a lot of these cameras as well.
Okay.
Are you using the Elgato capture card to get this crispy option? Yeah, I'm using the Cam Link.
Oh, and DX, get an external monitor of peaking and features, and you're all set. I actually have a monitor. I have a small HD, a small HD focus. But here's the problem with that, Fly Guy. I don't want to have one camera. I need another camera for like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
My YouTube content, photography. I can't take a cinema camera out and snap photos of YC. And then if I want to film with my C200 and have somebody taking pictures or filming me, that's impossible with just one camera. So that's the reason for 2 cameras. That's the reason for upgrading my GH5 to a cinema camera. I think C200 is fine for an upgrade from a C200, personally. I don't see the need for more. Unless I'm doing big projects. I mean, obviously you can rent the Red out. That's cool in certain markets.
Yeah.
You can rent it out to people.
It's also the option to rent out what you need for what you're doing
as
well.
True.
Like, you know, do you use your GH5 for photography? I don't. I've taken a couple pictures on my GH5. I don't like the pictures that come out of it though. Not to say that they're bad. I'm just used to different pictures.
For example, the C300 Mark II is a Netflix qualified camera.
All right, cool. So, if y'all got any questions or anything, let us know in the chat right now. We'll try to answer those.
A7 III sounds like your best bet, CR.
The A7 III? Why?
Best
bet for what?
Why would I upgrade from a GH5 to an A7 III? It doesn't shoot RAW. That's kind of what I want.
The C200 doesn't record the proper codecs for Netflix and qualify. I mean, we shoot music videos.
I'm not going on Netflix, man. My music videos don't upload to Netflix.
Yeah. I think you kind of gotta like take that into consideration as well. We don't do film. We don't do broadcast things. We just shoot music videos and create this content for YouTube. So
yeah, again,
in the broadcast or just cinema setting, we don't really necessarily need a lot of those features.
Yeah, like I was saying, again, you got to get your camera for what get it for what you need it for.
Yeah.
Not for what you could potentially use it for.
What are y'all trying to do, really? I mean, if you're doing stage things like music videos, your thoughts and needs are different than doing events like weddings. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just said that. You kind of got to take that into consideration. You coming to the meetup in Miami? Oh, you talking to Corey?
Make him. Me? He's asking you. Y'all make him.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be in Miami next week. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of a lot, so I don't think I'm gonna be there.
Nah, yeah, it's too much, man. We're gonna set up one in Atlanta. We'll probably do one in New York. We'll get it done though.
Any GH5 autofocus issues still? I don't use autofocus when I use my GH5, so I wouldn't really know. I also don't use native lenses like that, so. Oh, that's what you were saying when you answered that question. Oh, you were asking about the differences. When we asked about the differences, that's when you were talking about Netflix. My bad, bro. I didn't even notice that. What is both of y'all's favorite continuous lighting? Being as unbiased as I can possibly be, I'm gonna say like the 120D. Or even, I've never tried the 300D, but I feel like that would probably be like the best. My favorite anyways.
Yeah, I really don't say it because, it's one of my favorite companies. I say it because they're really making great products.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the light panels that we used to have, the ones that you got and then I got after you had them, they were cool, but they're nowhere near like giving me the image that those lights give me. Even like the panels at Aperture, they're fire. more powerful, everything.
How important is the body of the camera versus the lens you get? Lenses morph the look. A sensor, a camera body will give you a sharper image. Not to say that lenses also don't give you a sharper image, but lenses morph the look. Like in everything from color to perspective to depth of field, lenses just change the look of what you're doing. So I always think it's better to invest into lenses than a body at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can take a cheaper body and add a nice lens to it and make it look great. A lot of people were saying something about when I did that test with the T2i stuff. They were like, well, the lens on it costs more than the body. It's fire. That's why.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to look at it like that. I think it's important to invest in the good lenses.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah,
I mean, it's true.
Definitely. Should I buy the Crane 2 or the Ronin-S? I can't decide. Is there any big differences? You can look at both of these on the specs sheet. I can't really tell you what's better because I haven't really used the Ronin-S.
If you're ordering
so I
it
can't really say.
off of Amazon, I think it's like a few bucks cheaper to get the Ronin-S. So I would go with the newer technology.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm not standing 100% on it because I haven't used it, but DJI does gimbals really well. How many 120Ds do you have? I have 2. How many do you have?
2.
2?
Yeah, I had 3, but I can't remember what happened.
Probably
the
gave one away.
raffle, I think.
Yeah.
Gave one away.
What are your current favorite camera? I don't use mini cameras.
Man, the 1DX is my favorite right now.
I don't use mini cameras, and I think you gotta kind of think about cameras for different scenarios. Like, I don't want to take pictures of my GH5, but I don't want to shoot a music video on the 60 Mark II. So it's like you got different cameras for different things.
I think the 1DX is all around everything. I advise everybody, if you have the budget, to grab it.
Yeah. My bad.
Coming to Detroit.
Detroit would be dope.
You can look at what Jerry.
Yeah, that would be tight.
We could come do a meetup in Detroit. That'd be cool.
How long it took you to learn the editing style you have now? I've been shooting since like 2010, so damn, that's a long ass time.
I was about to say that.
Damn, I need to be better than I am. That sucks.
Nah, you're really good. You're really good.
If Panasonic made a full frame, would you upgrade your GH5? Probably not.
If they do what?
If they made a full frame, would I upgrade my GH5? Outside of the Sigma 18 to 35, what's your go-to lens? Me, I like the 35 1.4. That's like my favorite lens right now.
Canon 85 1.2L. Man, that's probably a very fire lens. 85's been looking nice. I've been seeing some 85 footage. It's been crazy.
85's fire.
Yeah. How important is a battery grip?
Well, it increases the time that you can shoot.
Yeah.
It adds a little bit of weight to your camera, so you'll probably get some more stability as well. So
it's really no cons to it, I don't think.
It's heavy if you don't want heaviness.
Yeah, but like you said, heavier is more stable.
Yeah, for sure.
Art store gels. Y'all still use art store gels?
Yeah, I do for sure. When I need them for sure.
Somebody told me about another place that had them at a bigger size and
They have them at the dollar store too.
Oh, that might have been it.
Yeah, they be having them at the dollar store too, for sure. They be having them at the dollar store all the time. I just scrolled past the question. I feel like I missed. Thoughts on air shots in a music video? You mean like aerials? I think aerials are cool when you use them the right way. I think also aerials can be kind of boring as well. What's the hardest thing to deal with when it comes to clients? Meeting in the middle. Suggestions, meeting in the middle, trying to give them the best possible product, and also to make them understand why they can't do certain things. Like, artists don't know anything about video production, so sometimes you have to break things down to them in a kind of a scientific manner. Like, yo, well, you can't do this because this, and it's gonna look this way. Instead of saying, nah, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? You just got to break the stuff down to them in a technical space to kind of make them understand what you're saying and why you're saying it.
Yeah. And when I say suggestions, I mean when it's like a bunch of people on set making suggestions. Really not necessarily, like, it's cool. If you're working with the artist closely and y'all are bouncing ideas, cool. But if it's like a bunch of people on set and everybody's just like, yo, you should do it like this. He's like, nah, do it like that. Nah, have that girl going over there. Nah, it just gets all out of whack and everybody's expecting something. It's bad.
Yeah. This channel's dope. Appreciate it, man. Do y'all think there is an over dependence on gimbals nowadays and people sleeping on handheld? I think the weird thing about gimbals is that they're really easy to use, whereas like back when we started, it was like a glidecam and you're either good at using it or you're not good at using it, and it could instantly show. Whereas with the gimbal, I mean, there is a clear-cut experienced gimbal user and an inexperienced gimbal user, but even an inexperienced gimbal user can get really good footage. So it's kind of like a crutch thing. I don't not like gimbals. Gimbals are cool when they're used in the right space, but like I said, they're kind of like a crutch tool for a lot of people. How long does it take to use? How long does it usually take for y'all to film a music video? It's all over the place. It can be anywhere from like an hour to 12 hours to 2 days.
It'll never be the same.
Depends.
Every shoot's different, man. That's why it's so hard to price music videos too, because everything is so different.
Yeah, for sure. Should you upgrade the 12 to 35 to an 18 to 35? They're different. They're different lenses, man, and they have different focal ranges. I think that's up to you to really look into because they're both really good lenses. Miami, I'll be there shooting a music video. Shout out from Philly. Appreciate you, man. Out of the cameras you've used so far that are non-cinema, what would you get now? A GH5. Probably a GH5 for me personally.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Out of the non-cinema cameras that you've used, what would you get now? Probably it's a GH5 for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we have, so.
Yeah.
I'm actually testing out the Sony A7 III Tuesday. Kind of excited just to play with it. I'm not saying I'm going to Sony.
Somebody's going to say it.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to test it out, really, for people to see the quality and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Which Canon camera would you suggest for vlogging and pictures? Anything from like a SL1 up to a 80D up to even a 60 Mark II. Canon has a lot of good options for vlogging and pictures. Like a lot.
You can even go on a T3i if you needed to.
You could. Like, for sure.
So many options.
I'm shooting out Fredericksburg, VA later if y'all want to come through. Fredericksburg, what you doing in Fredericksburg, bro? Would you say it's worth going to a GH4 instead of an A6300 coming from an A6000? If you get an A6000, you're gonna know what you're already using. Like, it's the same system, so I think you should take that into consideration.
Sony life. There you go.
I'll be in Miami. I'll probably be in Miami tomorrow.
For real?
Yeah, I gotta see what's up with that.
Dang.
What's your favorite camera under 3500? I like the GH5. I really want to switch to the 60 Mark II, but lack of dual card slots, workflow is keeping me back. 5D is too expensive for what it offers. That's one of the main reasons I'm switching to Sony. Hey, that's dope. Do your thing.
If I had a Sony camera, I would use Canon lenses with it. Philly films. I think that's cool. I've always used Canon lenses. And, my secondary camera, vlogging, photo is Canon, so it would just make sense to have an adapter and Canon lenses.
I think the Ronin-S will support the GH5 and the 18 to 35 just fine, especially because the motors is kind of synced down a little bit lower, so you can slide the system back. I've looked into the Keyinfinity Terra 4K. I've looked into it. One thing that kind of scares me about the system is like not that they have a lack of support, it's just such kind of like an unknown thing, and then when it breaks you got to send it to them, and then it's like I'm not questioning the legitimacy behind the company, but it's like it's not out there enough for me yet. I need it to be more of a mainstream system thing, whereas I know if I have a problem that I'm good.
I didn't know that you could get the black frames. That's dope.
did you ever disagree with an artist? Yeah, I mean, I disagree with artists all the time, like literally all the time.
Yeah. Probably every shoot.
Yeah, every shoot. Artists don't know about video production.
Yeah, they're not directors.
They don't know. They're
not DPs.
They don't know.
They're not editors.
Yeah.
But we don't know anything about mixing and microphones and studios. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You don't just walk in and I'm not gonna go in and tell the music artist how to spit his verse.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm back in VA. Yeah, I'm up here till tomorrow. I'm coming back to Atlanta tomorrow. Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro 4.6 can be EF mount at Ryan.
Yo, creative. Hold on. Did I read that right? Creative Troy. What's up, man?
Creative Troy, man. What's up, brother? My creative brother.
I'm looking forward to the A6700. Should be dope following the A7 III.
I'm not sure if it's email, man. Do you know?
Huh?
Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K can be EF mount.
Honestly, I have no clue. I haven't really looked into it.
You might be able to get an adapter.
Crazy idea. Am I gonna buy the A7S III? I doubt it. I'm not going to.
Oh man, CR, how your IG stories come out so clear? I don't know, man. It's a certain way that you got to work with IG now too, man. A lot of people, they try to upload like a landscape.
Yeah.
And your phone's tall, and it'll take away your quality and make it really blurry.
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't downgrade like my pictures at all. Like, if I take a picture at a high resolution of like 5,000 by 3,000, I don't downside. I save it that size, so it's super huge, super crispy, a lot of that resolution. AirDrop it to my phone and upload it like that. And like, if it's a wide landscape, I zoom it in to fit my screen, and I screenshot how I want it to look in my story, and I upload that one, not actually the wide body, just to make the quality good. If it's a long vertical one, you usually can upload it and it'll be crispy. As for videos, the ones from yesterday's story was super crispy because YC actually shot them long ways on his 6D Mark II.
Yeah.
And then he Bluetoothed it right to my phone. So I had the DSLR quality instantly to my phone just to upload onto my story. So that's another way you can get really crispy stories. And other than that, man, you just gotta. What you do? Here's the easiest way to do it: screenshot your phone, send that screenshot to your computer or email or AirDrop it to your Mac or whatever. Get the resolution size and go make a timeline in your editing program that size and edit your video how you want it in there and export it, send it to your phone. Sorry, that was a long a long breakdown. Just gave you some keys though. I need to make a video on YouTube about that actually.
Yeah. The Mark IV or the GH5 for video, they're both dope. It depends on what kind of video you're doing and what you prefer.
You can get
it's all about preference, man.
You can only get 60 frames per second too in the Mark IV, and I think the slow mo on the GH5, even though they're both 1080, looks better on the GH5. I think. Mark IV is dope though. If you want to have the ability to take really dope pictures, you want to go with the 5D because it'll give you good enough video and dope pics. GH5 is gonna give you super dope video, but not the best pics.
Mediocre pictures.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Canon or Sony? Both.
Yeah, they're both.
Shout out to both of them.
Make sure y'all tap in with Visionary and the A. He's somebody. I'll look him up.
Visionary, I know him.
Y'all need to make more Instagram templates. You got any templates on the way?
I got like 4 made right now that is just sitting on my desktop that I was gonna incorporate into a pack, but it's just all about the marketing it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process, man, for sure.
How do you guys feel about Instagram possibly becoming more like YouTube and allowing longer videos at higher resolutions?
I'm not a fan.
I think that's awful.
I'm not a fan of it.
I already don't like Instagram. That's just gonna like tip me over the edge.
It's gonna make him delete it.
That's gonna make me delete it at that point.
He's gonna delete it. Yeah. It's just gonna be full YouTube. Nah, man, I think they're just taking it too far, man. It started out with being pictures, and now it's just like they're trying to make it into YouTube.
That makes me sick, yo.
They're trying.
Dang, just thought of it makes me sick.
Now you can't use like music on there and stuff. It's like it's crazy thing is it's not monetized.
I was just about to say that, like.
But they blocking people from using music.
That's crazy.
It's not cool.
Mac or MacBook. they're both good. You gotta decide what you want though. One's gonna be better. One's gonna be more powerful, but one's gonna be portable.
24. Do you guys have anything to say about the 24 to 70 millimeter 2.8 GM lens?
It's a dope lens. I've used it a couple times.
Is that for?
I really like it. It's a Sony lens.
Master. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good lens.
I've never used it actually.
Yeah, I've used it a couple times. Final Cut Pro. I mean, we don't use it, but we just don't know how. So all editing programs are the same at the end of the day, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people that kill it on Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
The Schiffer.
What's some of the gear that y'all recently purchased? I haven't purchased anything in a while. Oh, actually, the lens. I just got a 16 to 35 f4 for vlogging. So
yeah, what you're looking at right here.
Yeah, this is like my latest cop. I buy like little things. I bought like really small things, but like nothing major. Hold on. I purchased I got like 3 boxes in here right now that I gotta open of like little stuff. So this is like I can't adjust the focus, but this is a quick release plate to use on the Ronin when I get it. And I use these for everything. I have one on my Gorilla Pod right now, so I can transfer my camera straight from my Gorilla Pod to the gimbal. And then if I want to put it on my tripod here in the office, I can do that. So these are just really cool.
Very smart.
Yeah, very
handy, man.
Convenient things.
Yeah.
So I buy little things. I just bought like some, what is it, a spigot? What is it? Is that
Spigot.
I just bought a spigot. I got like some microphones for a podcast. I got like I'm buying little things. I haven't bought anything significant like a new camera or a new lens or a new light or anything. In a really long time. You don't need
to, man. Your content's good with what you got. The question is for RC.
Shiley, I appreciate that.
Is there any time in the future we should be expecting a future film?
Probably not in the near future.
I might make like a Blair Witch Project remake with YC in it running. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Who knows?
Any complaints on the Ronin-S? Oh, well, we haven't used it, so
I'm so stoked about it. Though.
That'll be something that we
I'm excited, and the fact that so many people are interested in it, and we're gonna just kill it with it.
Yeah,
we're gonna make really dope stuff with it.
The 5D Mark IV's 4K quality is really crispy, y'all.
That's good.
It's really crispy. The codec on it isn't the best, but it looks good. This question is for RCYC.
That was the same one I just did.
Oh, okay.
It's future film.
What do I think about the Nikon? I haven't used it. You want a low light DSLR? Get the A7S Mark II. What are the top 5 cameras you guys are considering right now as a big boy purchase? 5 that's a lot of cameras.
Big boy.
Probably like 2 for me. It would either the C200 or the Red Raven for me.
Same.
Only 2. Like 5 is like a lot. That's like a lot of different options.
I almost went like this. Somebody asked, what's a good lens? He just bought an A7 III kit. What's a good lens?
I think the 24 to 70 is probably like the best all around lens for full frame. Personally speaking, the 16 to 35 is dope too though. The only really experience that I've had with Sony cameras, I used a 55 millimeter. I think it's a 1.8. I think that's a really dope lens. They have a 28 f2.0, which is really cheap and it's a good quality lens as well. But I don't have too much experience with Sony lenses.
King Jabster, I live in Atlanta, so I'm coming back home tomorrow. YC's gonna be making a trip down there soon too, and we might do a meetup down there because it only makes sense. So
yeah,
stay peeled.
Dream artist you want to record for? Travis Scott. He's interesting.
Big Sean.
Sean would be tight too. What is your point of making? What is your point of view on making commercials? Will you ever make a commercial? I think commercials are cool. I'm not interested in creating them personally, but they're cool.
Sony 85 millimeter 1.8 is probably a very dope lens, but as far as the best one to use, probably all around, you don't want to just have like a close up all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think having a wide angle is better than having just one. If you have one lens, I think having a wide is better than having just a close, because you can stand there, get a wide shot, walk in on your subject, get a close up. if you go back to stand where you were at your wide shot and put that 85 on there, it's gonna be zoomed in. And if you want to get a wide, what do? Run, like, you know what I'm saying, really, really far back.
Yeah.
And try to make it look wide. I mean, that's just kind of my take on that.
Yeah.
Just Gambino, dream artist to work with. Huh, that's what's up.
I don't know too much about computers, bro. And visuals, to be completely honest with you. I just tend to get the best spec'd out computer and hope that it works for what I need it to do. Business wise, who taught you what you know to get in those good positions with well-paying clients? Or did you pick up on that skill on your own? It's trial and error. You know what I mean? It's really trial and error. You just happen to be at the right place at the right time, or you talk to the right person, or the right person sees your stuff. It's just all about continuing to create stuff. It'll happen. And just make sure you're in the places where you think that those types of clients will be at. You know,
Yeah.
That's really all it's about. You got to think at it from like a marketing standpoint. If you're trying to get customers who are gonna buy the basketball that you're creating, you're gonna camp out in front of a gym. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just all about being in places that make sense.
You could put a fisheye converter on it. No, man. Just get on the 85 millimeter. Nah, man. Just get a lens that you can do both, man. Or try, I just wouldn't limit myself to one close-up lens. I just think, personally, that's, nah. Would y'all do a meetup in VA and DC? We should do that. We probably got some.
I'm not against that.
Some people out in the area in the DMV that want to link.
Yeah, I'm not against that. All right, so look, it's now 2:10. I'm gonna let this run for like 10 more minutes. You gotta skate to go to a party, right?
Yeah, I'm going to a big day party. It's gonna be lit. And I'm kidding. It's my brother's graduation party, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up in probably about 10 minutes. So if you got any questions, just get them out there so we can have an opportunity to answer those. How you guys properly price your videos? It's not really a set way to do it. It's just all about getting the amount of money that you're comfortable with getting to create that project.
Yeah.
Some people aren't comfortable with getting $1,000. Some people would never come out the house for $1,000 for a music video. Some people will jump out the bed at 3 a.m. to get that $1,000 for a music video. It's just all about what you're comfortable with getting. It's not really a set way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
What aperture lights would you recommend for videos? It's a couple. The 120D is like one of the best though. Their LED panels are really good. Even the small lights that they offer, like the M9 and the MX, are really tight for different scenarios too.
Sony or Lumix?
They're both good. They're both good systems.
Yeah, they're both good. I mean, I could use cameras from either brand and make some good content.
Yeah. In regards to the light storms, what are your thoughts on the minis? They're dope. We need to do a class in Jacksonville. A class.
We went to Jacksonville one time. It was super fun.
The food there is awesome.
Yo, it was, man. And we went to this like abandoned place. It was cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that joint. That was
it was like an old school. It was fun.
Yeah. Yo, lover of tech, man. Appreciate that. The GH5 or the Sony, they're both dope. I don't even know what a Sony UHC 8300 is.
I saw that earlier and I was like, I'm not even gonna say anything because I don't really know what that is.
I don't know what that is. You're selling the Ronin-S for the Ronin-S. What do you think? Depends on what type of work you do.
What's a lens that you would like to get, bro? If you had like all the budget you need.
Lenses that I would get right now.
Yeah. If you had like 5,000, no, because not cinema lenses, just regular lenses.
Yeah, definitely not cinema lenses. Good question.
Or do you have the lenses that you need?
I have the lenses that I need. I don't know. I couldn't think of another lens that I would want right now.
The only one I could say that you or me could possibly like would be a 70 to 200 maybe.
Yeah, 70 to 200 would be dope for some stuff for sure.
Yeah, I think other than that, I think we're straight.
When can you expect the gamer channel to start up? I don't got enough time, man. I would like to be completely honest, I would love to play video games and stream and make a legitimate living.
You would probably pop on there, bro.
I don't have the time. I would love to though. I love video games, man.
How do you charge? How much do you charge if you are sent footage, music video? All right, like, if somebody sends you the footage, you gotta edit it.
It depends on the complexity of it, honestly. I used to like take on edits from other people for like $500, but now you gotta factor in the time. Like, damn, do I have time? How much time is this gonna take me? And can I actually squeeze this into my schedule? So
yeah,
I think it's really all about workloads at the end of the day. Because if you have nothing to do, you could be like, oh man, yeah, I'll chop this video down.
Yeah, I'll whip this one up.
Yeah.
Ryan, I got the smoke bombs you recommended. They're dope, man. They're the best, man. They're the most reliable, best. I've seen some really crappy ones from fireworks stores and a lot of just different places, but those ones, very reliable.
Yeah. Yo, Cole, did I get rid of the grip? Yo, you know what's crazy? I actually lost one of the arms for it, so I have no clue where it's at. I was going to sell it, but I don't even know where the other little thing for it is. I lost it.
That Ronin-M is just hard as hell to travel with.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So get you a Ronin-S for the travels and a Ronin-M for the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to have to do
Yeah.
those. You know, that's why I'm going to have both.
Man, I'm almost, like, thinking about getting rid of my glide. Not getting rid of it, but, like, swapping it out with a Ronin-M. Or I might wait until, like, if they come up with a new one. Or the Ronin-S just might be enough if they can come out with some bars.
Yeah, if they can figure it out.
I'm so excited about that, man.
What quick release plate? This is the Manfrotto 323, I think. I don't know the specific name. I'll try to post the link to it in the description of this video.
Neither one of us went to school for video.
Yeah, neither one of us went to school for video. I was in school for liberal arts, so yeah, man, I was just going to school for real, just to go. At the end of the day,
I wish I could find somebody that could like take my camera apart and customize the actual body. You ever thought about that?
I'm sure somebody can do it.
Just take like all the pieces off and like file down the brand logos and paint it. That would be wild.
The GH5S looks like a dope camera.
I don't know what made me think about that.
3 pieces of advice you would give for someone who is trying to break into a higher tier music video work. Shadow people that are in the space that you want to be at. You're going to make so many connections. You're going to learn so many different things about how people work and operate. That's like I think that's probably like the biggest piece of advice I can give to you.
Keyword shadow.
Don't
try to like set up your own business with these people and like go around them and do stuff. A lot of people do that, and that's how they lose out on building a friendship, relationship connection. Shadow. Help them out. They'll teach you, and you'll learn a lot, and it'll just go up from there.
Yeah, and like don't go into it for money either. Just go.
Yeah.
Opportunity's gonna come. The money's gonna come. Just go and just learn as much as you can.
You gotta be like passionate. You gotta have some type of passion for it, or else money won't ever show up.
Well, I see you have I have RBF when you're reading. Yo, I have RBF when I'm doing anything, bro. It's just my face. I just have this like naturally angry ass look on my face all the time.
I just want to say thanks for the idea on the U-Haul truck. I'll give you a shout out on my next video. That's what's up. Did you get a U-Haul truck to do a video?
Dang, that's crazy.
That's wild. I was thinking about doing it too, because it was cheap to get the U-Haul, and like you could literally dress it all up and do some wild stuff in there.
Yo, Jabster, man, appreciate that, yo. After Effects transition plugins or do it yourself. What's your take on these methods? I'm not against plugins. Plugins are cool. Learning it is awesome as well, because you can learn how to tweak things and create your own types of looks. So both, man. One thing that I have done in the past is like Lightroom, for example. I sucked on Lightroom and I didn't know how to do anything. So I bought a couple transitions from people's work that I love, just not even to use, just so I can see the inner workings of them and I can see what did what and what adjusted what. So,
oh, you mean like you said presets? You mean?
Yeah, like Lightroom presets. Lightroom's dope because you can literally see what everybody's doing to their pictures and you can pick apart and kind of adjust it and create your own thing.
You're like, well, why is this up this high?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, what does this do? Or like, what does that do? Or okay, this is dope. Like, so like, I'm not against presets. I think presets are dope and they speed up the process. But if you learn it yourself, you can create a look that stands out.
I think that's the best thing though. If you buy presets, like you said, you could use some of them work on other pictures.
Yeah.
But just breaking down what it's more efficient. It kind of teaches you what did what, and and it helps you learn it. Honestly. Yeah. Better than watching a tutorial, I think.
Yeah.
Somebody said something. Oh, Fabio says, "Do you do drugs or drink?" I wasn't gonna read that, but
I drink. I don't do drugs though.
No drugs.
Yeah, I've never done drugs.
But we will have some drinks.
Yeah.
Everybody does, I think. Well, a lot of people.
Using S-Log2 on an A6300, I can't always overexpose in all places. I shoot my footage. I think if you're in super low light situations, you should probably use a more contrasted picture profile, anyways.
Yo, real DJ
makes sense.
Real DJW Productions. When y'all coming out to Philly? We actually went to Philly a long time ago and shot a music video.
It was so cold, yeah.
It was so cold. We had no power. We were still rookies, kind of.
Yo.
It was a lot of stuff going on, but it was a really great experience.
It was a good experience.
I'm actually coming up to Philly soon. My new barber that I've been working with, I'm doing his visuals, and we talked about actually coming to Philly. We were gonna ride the train up to Philly together, and I was gonna get some B-roll of him, like around the area, his hometown area and stuff like that from Atlanta. Yeah. And so I might be up in Philly soon, man. YC could meet me there.
Yo, we was in the trenches in Philly though. It was like some real dirty spots we were in, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it was a huge abandoned building. Yeah. If we went there now, we could probably kill it.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
Where we at?
After Effects transitions plugin. Yo, After Effects transitions plugins or do it yourself. What are the takes on these methods? Man, I don't know nothing about After Effects, but I know one thing, man. There are some really dope presets for After Effects out there.
Yeah, you can do some dope stuff on After Effects.
Yeah.
If you sit down and actually learn it. Global Everything TV, did the response you got from the Keith's video encourage you to want to shoot more videos with just the tripod? No. The response didn't make me want to shoot all my videos on the tripod. But one thing that the response from the video did do for me was it kind of like it encouraged me not to sit on stuff. Like, y'all don't know, but I sat on that video for like 2 weeks and it just sat on the channel unlisted. And I was like, damn, I don't know if I really like this video that much. I don't know. Like, I sat on it for like so long and I'm still not satisfied with the video, but the response from it kind of was like, damn, just put it out. Just throw it out there. And I think a lot of people kind of get caught up in what they've created and things that they can't do anything about. It's just like, you got to throw the projects out there and get on to the next one. If you really screwed up on something on the project, you'll know next time, all right, well, I know next time I need to do this better. I need to do this more. So you just got to get stuff out there. Like, you can't sit on stuff. Just get it out there and don't dwell on it.
I thought it was a really dope project.
It was
tripod
cool.
shot. You were sitting on it, but I'm glad you dropped it because I liked it.
Yeah.
It made me actually want to use my tripod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was cool. I wanted to put more stuff in it. It wasn't bad. It was just like, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, but I think that the tripod aspect of it, I think it was dope. Yeah. Really dope.
Do y'all allow people to shadow y'all on shoots? Yeah and no. I don't enjoy to have people on set with me. It kind of complicates and clutters the process a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not against the process. Like, if you're there to shadow, just shadow. Don't suggest anything. Just don't do anything. Just come there and just look. Like,
Just play the shadow.
I've had people come on set and then they're throwing out suggestions of things that I've already shot listed down. I'm like, bro, we're not doing that. We don't need that right now. It just complicates and clutters the process.
Or kind of, I hate to be rude about it. I don't think it's rude necessarily. It's just kind of stern. Like, for people just to come up to you and try to move things for you. And then you may not know where exactly you even want to move it yet. Yeah. And it's just overwhelming. And we don't want to be mean, like, nah, bro, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. We can't really say that because we don't want to be rude, but we want to say that. And the fact that you feel like that is just annoying inside of your head, and just it's just too much on you while you already got all this other pressure for the video.
Yeah, it's too much. It's oftentimes it's just too much going on, and then it's like, it's like somebody cleaning up your room for you. Yeah. That makes me sick, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know if that upsets you.
My shirts don't go right there.
That makes me so mad, yo. That makes me
Or somebody came in here and rearranged your office, like, move stuff around, Yeah, it's
the same concept.
It's tedious and overwhelming, man. But I think I'm not doing it anymore. I don't think I don't know if he's gonna do it. I'm not, but I think that the most efficient way to handle that is for us just to maybe do workshops and have it set up like we're gonna do this and this and this to show people and do a workshop all together. So that way it's not like
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I think it'd be a lot easier for people to come watch a workshop as opposed to an actual paid project by a client.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Mike Gam, man, that's dope, man. I'm glad that what we've been doing has inspired you to do some creative stuff as well. I think that's tight.
Oh, Alexis Simpson, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
That's dope. Yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to Creative Ronin as well if you aren't already. The link is down in the description.
I appreciate it in advance.
I'll also put it right here in the chat as well.
I appreciate that, Alexis.
One thing that another thing that y'all can do right now while y'all are here is go and like this right now. So if I decide to actually leave this up on the channel, it'll already have likes on it. So like the stream right now.
Oh yeah, and if you guys want to rent cameras or lights or anything,
that's it.
Yeah. I actually have a code at aperturerent.com for 10% off of your order if you're interested.
Yeah.
aperturerent.com, and the code is CreativeRyan10. So you can get 10% off. I mean, it's not crazy. It's $10 off of $100, but hey, man, go to Zaxby's, get you some French fries.
Yeah.
$10 or 10%.
Well, will I be back in Las Vegas? Honestly, I'm not sure, bro.
You still putting out your short films, YC?
I still have ideas. I kind of got overwhelmed with the process because I have like an idea and like locations, and then getting people to actually be available at these locations. I've noticed that it's a really, really, really overwhelming process, and I give like major props to people who actually shoot films and short films because it's not easy. Yeah, it's a lot different than me just randomly pulling up to a location and shooting a music video. So it's difficult. And to be completely honest, I got super overwhelmed with the process.
Yeah, I'm like scared to do anything like that, man. Music videos is enough.
Yeah. I haven't seen Cole Bennett's new music video.
Lover of tech. Appreciate it, man. I got my inspiration off doing in-camera transitions from this guy right here, so.
What's that? How long it take to receive the Ronin-S when you buy? I'm not sure. I don't have mine, so. I also ordered mine from DJI, and I screwed up because I did that. It's just order from B&H or Amazon, because DJI takes forever.
Yeah.
Advice for shooting long videos and making them interesting: shoot a lot of B-roll. I'm gonna answer a couple questions and then we're gonna check out. I'm based in Virginia at the moment. Creative Ronin is in Atlanta.
A-Town. I'm from VA though. We grew up here.
I watch you all the time, but hardly say anything. But definitely want to say thank you. Hey man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for even looking at our videos.
Straight up.
Do you guys prefer to edit off or on an iMac? iMac 100% for me.
Good question. I like the iMac, man. I just got the iMac Pro, and it's great. I can like play chess and listen to music and edit and design and all types of stuff. It's really fast.
I miss my ultra wide monitor that I used to use. I miss that so much, man.
I really like that too, man.
Damn, I miss that monitor so much. I love like I'll have Premiere open full window on this side, then I'll have a gaming stream right here, then I'll have Spotify open right here, then I'll have my little hovering notes that you can keep on the screen. Yeah. Oh my god, I miss that so much, y'all. Dang, I miss that monitor.
Sucks to be here. AC and Pete are good theirs early.
Yeah, hey, it's a business move, man. Yeah. You gotta respect it.
Yeah, it's numbers.
Will you try to fit the Ronin-S in your in-case backpack? I will, but I don't plan on carrying a ton of lenses. I'll probably only have like 1 or 2 lenses in my backpack, so it should be fairly easy for me to build out a space for my Ronin when I'm doing content for YouTube. What's the best lens for a gimbal / glidecam? I don't think it's the best lens. It's not the best lens.
Best lens. Excuse me. Best lens is the lens that you need for your type of project. Obviously, with a vlogging lens, you're not going to carry a 70 to 200.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're not going to shoot with a 16 to 35 for a portrait.
Yeah.
You just use what makes sense for your scenario.
What aperture do you guys usually use for gimbals? It's not really a constant thing for me. It depends on the exposure at the place, for one. If it's super bright, it also depends on the look. If I'm trying to do the depthy thing, I'll do the depthy thing. And if I have a lot of people there and it's just like a really gritty urban scene, low aperture probably wouldn't be ideal for it. So it's all over the place. Sometimes you only have like a little bit of light. You gotta shoot on your gimbal at like a 1.8. So
somebody said, should I add more personal stuff to my channel other than music videos?
I think your channel is your channel, y'all. Do what you want to do with it. Have fun with it at the end of the day. That's really what it's all about.
My outlook on it is kind of like music artists, they get famous and big off of their work and with their product, and then they become more personal.
Yeah.
Then you got people like on YouTube that make a bunch of tutorials, and then they come out of the woodworks and start vlogging. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They establish that one lane, and then they bring their personal into it. So, I mean, if you feel like you're at an established point, in my opinion, then do it.
I appreciate both you dudes' videos and work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot.
Appreciate it, man.
Do you have noise in vlog and low light conditions? I actually try not to use vlog, and if it's too low light, I'll just go with the more contrasted profile. What's the next thing you want to get better at?
Man,
set design for sure.
Yes.
I want to get better at planning as well. Set design, planning are two huge things. And also outsourcing resources, like people to do things and designating people with different jobs. Like, all right, well, you're going to do the lighting, you're going to do the DP work and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just
to make the project bigger.
I honestly feel like I could improve on color grading a little bit. I think my colors are good, but I don't know, a little bit. Somebody asked, what did they say?
What's plugged into your Mac?
What's plugged into Ron's Mac? It's my card reader, man. It's just a card reader. It's in my kit if you want to check it out, kit.com/creativeRyan. But it does the mini, the SD, and the compact flashes. And I got my compact flash for my 1DX in here.
Do the new Sony cameras overheat like the old A55? Nah, they don't. A lot of them don't. Somebody asked what's the best on-the-go lighting do you use? The 120D is dope. I was looking for that. I want to show you that ice light. I have to figure out where it is.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I want to show it to you. I'll show you up to it.
All right, I'm gonna hold it down. Creator Ryan, when's the next scavenger hunt? I'm trying to go back to back like Golden State. I'm not sure yet, man. Soon. I gotta figure out what I want to hide, and I don't know, man. I'll figure it out. We'll do some more, man, for sure. I'm gonna start doing it more often. I know we talked about that. That was cool. You pay monthly for Premiere? I think YC does. I know I do. I pay monthly. Have you ever done an art gallery showcase or something in that direction? I haven't. I'm not sure if YC has or not, but I don't think so. Movie sounds was dope. Blows my mind how well that was done. All from a tripod, man. YC's so creative, man. You use that tripod. It made me want to use a tripod. What'd you say? Do you guys use Final Cut Pro X at all? Nah, we actually are Premiere users. After Effects, Premiere, Lightroom, just Adobe. Ryan, if you want to improve your color grade, you got to use DaVinci Resolve. I'll peep it. I'll check it out.
Next camera.
Yep.
I don't know. Probably a C200. Look, actually, I'm gonna shut the stream down. Yeah, we're gonna skate. So look, we're gonna close this out. Everybody in here, go subscribe to Creative Ryan right now.
Thank you.
Creating a lot of dope content over there on this YouTube channel.
We got a cool vlog together coming too. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, for sure. Creating a lot of cool content, informative and just entertaining and visually amazing. stuff. Link is in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe and also like the stream while y'all here before you leave. Appreciate you guys for checking us out. Yeah, we're out, man. We got to dip. He got to go to a party. I got to eat.
Yeah. You want to come to the party?
No.
They got ribs and everything.
Nah, I'm not
No?
there.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm out.